Given the above equation, let's try to find the value of x. So the first thing I'm going to do is rewrite the equation just as it is. 1/2 of x plus 3 is equal to 3/4 minus x. Perfect. Now, look at this. Let's add x to both sides of the equation in order to have 1/2 of x plus 3 plus x equals 3/4. Perfect. Now let's move the 3 to the other side. How? By subtracting 3 from both sides of the equation, and that is going to give us 1/2 of x plus x is equal to 3/4 minus 3. Amazing. We can now factor out the x on the left side in order to have 1/2 plus 1 times x equals 3/4 minus 3/1. Why over 1? Because 3/1 is the same thing as 3. Okay, now what is 1/2? What is 1/2 plus 1? We know that 1 is the same thing as 2/2, which means that 1/2 plus 1 is the same thing as 1/2 plus 2/2, and now we have the sum of two fractions with the same denominator, gives us 2 on the denominator, 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3/2. Okay, so we have on the left side 3/2 of x equals 3/4 minus 3/1. Now look at this. We know that 3/1 is the same thing as 3/1 times 1. And we know that 3/1 times 1 is the same thing as 3/1 times 4/4, which means that it is 3 times 4 times 1 times over 1 times 4, which is 12/4, which means that 3/2 of x equals 3/4 minus 12/4. And therefore 3/2 of x equals 3 minus 12/4. What is 3 minus 12? It is simply minus 9/4 and 3/2 of x. Now let's multiply both sides of the equation by 2/3 in order to have that 2/3 times 3/2 times x equals minus 9/4 times 2/3, which means the 2 cancel each other out, the 3's cancel each other out, in order to have simply that x is equal to minus 9 times 2 over 4 times 3, which means that it is minus 18/12. And if we do in the calculator minus 18 divided by 12, we're going to have minus 1.5. So actually x is equal to minus 1.5, or if you want to see it as minus 18/12, you also can. So that's the answer to the problem.